Serious, what should everyone learn how to do? Swim. There's no downside to knowing it could save your life. You don't need to be an expert swimmer, but everyone should be able to swim at least a little. A terrible number of people, of all ages, drown every year despite being a very short swim to safety. Learn basic knowledge required to live life. My in-laws choose not to speak English. They get my wife to do everything that requires them to speak, read or listen to any tiny bit of it. They're not that old. Actually, they've immigrated here over 25 years ago and ran a pretty successful business here and had every chance to pick it up. But they just refuse. I can't imagine how cringe it would be if some American moved to Vietnam and just refuses to learn the local language for 25 years. I'm sure it happens, but it's the height of arrogance and laziness. And I'm happy to say the same in reverse as well. You actually have this with English people in Spain. There's whole colonies of English expats, read, immigrants with good PR, who actively refuse to learn Spanish, interact with the locals or even leave their little communities. They also, with no sense of irony, complain about immigrants in England even struggling with English. How to say no without any hesitation. For something that's less obvious / most people learn how to do one way or another anyway, I'd say basic sewing. Maybe it was just from my experience working at a craft store, but a lot of people don't seem to know how to do the basic shit like sewing on a button, applying a patch, stopping a fray before it completely unravels, or hemming pants / sleeves. People could keep their clothes much longer or avoid paying a tailor for basic services if they just watched a few YouTube vids lol. Grow food. Even if it's a tomato plant, some green beans in a pot, or some herbs, homegrown food tastes better than store-bought, and tending to a garden, no matter how small, reduces stress. Basic first aid and CPR. You never know when you will find yourself in a situation where you need to use it. Personally, I found myself at a fairly remote Canadian wilderness town, population of about 15, at the site of a plane crash. Never thought something like that would happen to me, but it did. I'm not going to say I'm Superman going from place to place saving lives, but I've rolled up on a few scenes since then where I was the most knowledgeable person on scene and probably prevented people from getting hurt worse by well-meaning bystanders. DR for CPR, sing the Bee Gees' Stayin' Alive and push to that beat. Push hard enough that you're afraid you'll break a rib or toe, or they do break. Order a person directly hey you. To call 911, never say someone call 911, or 999, etc. Change a tire and car battery. Adding on, learning how to check oil as well. It takes 2 seconds to learn and can literally save your car. A friend of my girlfriend asked me to check her car because the lights were blinking inside. I pulled out the dipstick and a plume of smoke followed it. The car literally gave out that afternoon. Defend themselves. This. Even if it's not weapons or martial arts, just being aware of your surroundings. Tackle and run. Can't beat it. If needed, repeat again. Pocket sand. CPR. I dragged my best friend with me when I had to get CPR certification because I wanted to be able to partner up with someone else that I knew. She was reluctant but eventually caved and did it. Her learning CPR saved my life. You learning CPR could save someone else's life. Go learn it. I worked at a homeless camp and someone overdosed on heroin. The 911 operator explained to my coworker who explained to me how to do CPR while another resident of the homeless shelter administered Narcan. We were extremely lucky that we got through to the 911 operator very quickly, and that he was able to communicate so quickly and effectively how to perform CPR. That 911 operator saved that woman's life. Had he not come on the phone so quickly, she would have died. Learn CPR. You absolutely have to learn CPR because you can save someone's life with it. We got lucky is what I'm saying. Don't depend on luck, learn CPR. Right now. Hello everyone. This is the first video in a hopefully very long series, where I will cover fun and interesting topics from the Ask Reddit subreddit. Feel free to leave a comment with an idea for a topic that I could use in the next video. And as always, I hope Mojang accidentally deletes your Minecraft account. Gives you $1 million in compensation along with an identical account.